Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day as we continue to trek through the Bible, book at a time, taking 4 minutes to give us the core of each book. Today is First Chronicles. Now, I've been listening to some 60s music lately, 1960s, and there's an old song by Herman's Hermits, Henry VIII. And they sing through, I'm Henry VIII, I am Henry VIII, I am, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She'd been married 7 times before, and every one was an Henry. Henry wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam, not a Sam. I'm her 8th old man, I'm Henry VIII, I am. And then they say, second verse, same as the first, and just sing through the song again. Now, some think that First Chronicles is just a repetition of what we've already been talking about or reading about in First and Second Kings, or even some of Samuel, perhaps. No, it is and it isn't. What is First Chronicles? Well, it is a book that's chock full of genealogies and histories that actually can inspire our faith today. Let's take it apart in 3 different ways. First of all, the first 9 chapters or so are all talking about God's faithfulness through history. And if you're just reading it, you're reading chronology, or not chronologies, genealogies. You're reading who begat who begat who begat who. But all of that is tied together to show that God is faithful. The God of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob has been faithful through the Exodus, has been faithful through the period of the Judges, has been faithful all the way up through to the time of the kingships. And that's the way God is. God isn't a generational God. He's a God of all ages and a God of full faithfulness. Now, second thing in First Chronicles is it focuses on David as being, in a very real sense, a model king. So you've got in chapters 10 through 29 or so, you've got an exposition on David's military reign. He's got military successes. He's got administrative skills. And he's got a great devotion for God, even wants to build God a magnificent temple. Now, God doesn't let him do that because God said, had too much bloodshed on his hands to construct that house. But you've got that whole narrative. And then a third thing that you've got in Chronicles, First Chronicles, is the extensive preparation that David did for building the temple. Even though David wasn't going to get to build it, it would be his son Solomon that built it. David still laid the groundwork and organized everything so that it would work very well. He organized the priests and the Levites for worship. He made worship a central core of the life of Israel. From all of this, where do I land today? That's a good general outline of the book. Well, I love the way it starts out showing God's faithfulness, and then woven into it is a call for us to be faithful in the role that God gives us in life, putting worship of Him at the center. Can it get any better than that? If you want a theme verse out, if someone says to you, what's your life verse in First Chronicles? You might tell them it is First Chronicles 16:11. That admonition says, seek the Lord and His strength. Seek His presence continually. You want to live today? You want to live faithful to a faithful God? Then seek His strength and His presence in your life. That's First Chronicles in 4 minutes. I'll see you tomorrow for Second Chronicles. In the meantime, this is your video thought for today.